Hi everybody, my name is Miguel Avila. I'm originally from South America, Peru. I came to Canada in 1991 with expectations of finding a better country and raise a family and do the Canadian dream, owning home, two cars, etc., etc. Everything was doing well. In 2009, lost my job working at Toronto Zoo, and that was the result of betrayal by the executive of the QP, the union that is supposed to represent me, but they kind of threw me under the bus. So that situation spiraled into all kinds of issues. Losing my work, um, losing my home, losing my family, losing my health. I spent all my savings, fighting the system, trying to, take the matter over to human rights. I lost all my savings, trying to get my job back. I lost everything I have. So I ended up, living on the streets in Toronto in 2009, and at the end of 2009. So my experience with the police started when they see me, without a car, walking on the streets and close to a shelter in downtown Toronto, and that's when they start to give me tickets because you're not supposed to be here. When they come to around the parks, and see people, they're trying to push the poor away always, and that was a situation I was confronted with, and I didn't like it, especially the way the police treat homeless people is much different the way they treat bankers and executives and all the people in power. Us, the poor, minorities, no, we receive a much different treatment. Anyhow, I started slowly to get back to my feet. In 2011, I have an experience I will never forget in my life. I was confronted by police officers due to flat tire in my car. My car had a flat tire, and so I was trying to get to the nearest Canadian Tire to get it replaced. I was pulled over by a cruiser. A young rookie police officer pulled me over. He demanded that my car was going to be towed away and leave it in a compound. And I said, no, I can't. I have 3 children on board, plus my dog. And the guy got upset with my the proposal, right? It didn't sound ridiculous. Like, we just came from swimming and we were really cold. It was February month, and anyhow, the officer called for backup because he was fearing for his life. Because he asked me to provide with my ID. My ID was it was in a jean bag, and he called on the radio for backup because he thought that I was trying to pull something out of my bag. He said, "Don't move. Put your hands on your vehicle." He drew his gun at me and at my children. The 6 cruisers arrived in less than 5 minutes, and they arrived, and all of them, calmed down. They all came with guns drawn, at me and my children. I was really afraid for my life. You have no idea how powerless it feels when police officers, without knowing much, they come. And it's lucky for me there was a sergeant who was interested in finding out why the other Rocky officer would not offer a much practical solution, right? But you know what? It really affected me very much to see my children in danger. Of course, I took the matter over to the Human Rights Tribunal. Um, I tried to move forward with the case. I couldn't go anywhere because the lack of funds is one of the reasons many people don't go ahead with cases against the police brutality. And in my case, I didn't have the money, so I let it go. However, that really left me a bad experience in my head, and I started to realize it's not right. We got to do something about it, because what happened to me will happen to somebody else. We can't allow police officers to continue rampantly discriminate and racialize people of color like me, and to make sense in stories that I decided to take upon a movement that was not available yet in Toronto to film the police. So filming the police has been a pioneer way of keeping police accountable for, and in order that they behave professionally. That's the expectation that we have. Police will always respect and act in professional level, but that's not the case when you're a minority, or you're black, or you have a mental illness or disability. They treat you frankly like crap. So that is my story. I've been trying to make it as real as possible without going to the little details. Just overall highlight of what happened, and why the reason I became so concerned about keeping the police accountable. Because there's only one way to keep them in line is, having a telephone always, or camera, to record them. I encourage anybody who's watching this video to not be afraid. That if you record a police, it's your right. And I encourage also, if you don't have the funds, to persevere. Don't give up. Hopefully a foundation will come around that will give us the funds we need to fight the police, because the police has the support of the city. They have the lawyers, they have everything on their hands and control. So we need to make justice in this country. This is the Canada I came to expect better, and I'm doing my part as an immigrant, as a newcomer, as someone who has 3 children. I want to make sure that the society is better for my kids. Thank you so much, and enjoy this video. Thank you. My name is Miguel Avila, and I live in Toronto. Bye for now.